What's going on, guys? It is the SMT. I want to give a big shout out to Jeremy Clifton for his kind and generous donation. Thank you so much for supporting production here on the YouTube channel. If you would like to get a big shout out from the SMT on my next video, there's a PayPal link in the description box below where you can do that. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about Dish and the 5G expectations for the future of their network deployment. Stay tuned. It is the SMT, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at a topic that a lot of people have been asking about. This topic really revolves around the idea that Dish is in a good position to make a run as a fourth national wireless service provider. Now, Dish has a set of requirements that they have to follow through on, most of which kind of falls back to the merger from the FCC side. So what I'll do is I'll go through all of the current items and pieces that we do know. Of course, I could or possibly have to do an update in the near future should new information come out and become available. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the facts about what Dish is going to be doing over the course of the next couple of years. So, Dish has to eventually, at some point, understand that what they have to do is be competitive in a very difficult market. It's not easy to succeed in the wireless game. Ask T-Mobile, being the fourth national carrier was a struggle. I mean, getting the market share, becoming profitable, it was all very challenging. They did it, but it needed some luck, it needed some effective marketing, and it needed the brilliance of a CEO that had the vision to carry through on a huge initiative, the Un-carrier. So it's not easy to do. So Dish has the odds stacked against them, but they do have some things in place that could help them. So Dish has to get a nationwide network up and running, and they have a small window of time. They've got a good MVNO deal right now. It's good for 7 years. They'll be operating on the new T-Mobile network. They have several checkpoints with the FCC in which they have to make sure they have a certain amount of 5G availability and also LTE. So by 2020, Dish has to have 20% of the U.S. population covered in 5G. You may be asking, why is this listed? Why is this included in these concessions? Well, by 2022 is just 2.5 years away. Could we really expect to have 20% of the U.S. covered in just a couple of years from a new wireless network provider? That'd be very difficult to do. So I think 20% is a fine expectation. Now by 2023, 1 year after that first checkpoint, they need to go from 20% to 70% of the U.S. population covered in 5G. So that's, over 3 times more coverage of 5G. Is it possible that Dish could do this? Absolutely. Does it implicate that they could do something with satellite? I don't know. It's a possibility, but that's the goal, is to get to 70% by 2023. I don't think this is much of a concern. I think Dish could do it. They definitely have the spectrum to do it when you think about that type of spanning coverage. The concern right now for Dish is, do they have the money to do this? You need operational revenue. You need cash to do this. They need about $10 billion to actually execute the build to get up to 70% of the nation covered in 5G. So $10 billion to do that, $5 billion to close the Sprint deal with the merger, right? They've got a couple different transactions. One is for $3.6 billion, the other for $1.4 billion. So getting Boost and the other assets, along with the spectrum, the 800 megahertz that they are getting from Sprint, it all adds up to $5 billion. I don't think they actually have that money. They might. I don't think so. According to sources, they actually don't. So the band 26 800 megahertz, and then the Boost business, as well as I think Virgin and Sprint's prepaid proper, adding up to about $5 billion. Last I checked, Charlie Ergen and Dish Network had about $2 billion in fluid cash reserves. So it looks like Dish is going to have to come out of pocket and use beyond their fluid cash reserves. And I mean, $2 billion is it's just not going to get it done. You've got $10 billion investing in the network, and then you've got to come up with $5 billion for the deal in the next 3 years. So, some people have postulated maybe Dish should sell some of its mid-band spectrum. They actually can't do that. In terms of the merger concessions, that's been banned. They can't sell. if they are going to sell, they need DOJ and FCC approval to do so. So they're kind of restricted in that way. You guys let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of Dish's possible outcomes? Do you think they meet the 2022 20% 5G population covered stipulation? Do you think they meet the 2023 70% postulation? And do you think they have the cash to make this happen? I don't know where they come up with the cash. Not to say it's impossible to do, but that's the biggest problem in my personal opinion. So go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of where Dish stands in all of this mess. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you could, please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you bell notify yourself, activate that bell icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT YouTube channel. And if you would like to get more involved with the SMT community, there are links in the description box below for a link to the Discord server and the Patreon page. If you'd like to get more involved with the community, links are there. And if you'd like to support SMT production with a small or occasional monetary donation, there's a PayPal share link below. Thank you for those considerations in advance. I think I'll leave the video at that. Thank you guys again for watching. I am the SMT, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.